So you saw the thumbnail and you thought, what the... How did he manage to maneuver his DesertX into quicksand? Because yes, quicksand it was. And did he get it out of there, or is the poor bike actually still lost somewhere in Albania? You're gonna find out in a few minutes. Now, in this part 2 of the Euro trip, I'm leaving Florence towards Ancona to take the ferry there towards Albania. Let's go! Alright, here we are in Ancona, 3.5 hours later, more or less. Just did the check-in for the ferry and I'm about to roll up. I kind of like this harbor, it's pretty small and somewhat cute. And yeah, curious to see how the ferry looks like. But I think this is my dock, let me check. Boarding area 8, that's the one. Perfetto, grazie. E Durazzo è qui, no? Sì. Perfetto, grazie. Okay. Seems like we are legitimately boarding this ship. Oh, what a ship it is. Qui? Bene? Così? Now, you have to know that I'm quite meticulous when it comes to my route planning, especially when I'm going alone, because of the added risk. And the route I picked for that day was based on the TAT route. Well, actually that is the TAT track, leading through, I guess, some sort of a river delta. It was supposed to be dry, but I was like skeptical about that, and so I checked the satellite pictures on maps and the Garmin satellite pictures where it looked dry, but I guess they were outdated. So I got myself into an area where there was some dry sections in between, deep sand, but mainly like rocks, big round rocks in underneath or over shallow water. So they were slippery, mossy, slippery, big rocks. And I'm just fighting on this heavy bike with all the load, blistering heat, and it just seemed to not end anything. And I had to carry the momentum, right? So not to get stuck in the sand, because a still stand with that kind of load, that can be the end. So I had to keep some momentum, and I saw it coming. I saw this black I don't know, this black bubbly pile from afar, and I felt like that does not look good, but it just couldn't stop the bike in time anymore. So I hopped right into it, into a pile of quicksand. I mean, freaking quicksand. Look, I had all kinds of terrain before, like snow, mud, wet grass, gravel, deep, fine dune sand, you name it, but not quicksand. I mean, that was so Indiana Jones-like. It was bubbly. So here I am, sitting on his bike in the quicksand, kind of immediately realizing there's nothing I can do about it. Like, there's no way I'm gonna move this bike out of this stuff at all. I get off the bike and I realize immediately, shit, I'm already like sunk until the top of my boots in this quicksand and it's dragging me down. I'm like, well, I better get out of here. Like, and I pinned the motorcycle on my GPS, the location, because I was so afraid that if I come back, I would not see it anymore. I would not find it anymore because it would have sunk. That's how much it dragged me down, actually. And yeah, I kind of realized immediately, like, I need to find somebody. I don't know how and where, because I'm in the middle of nowhere and I haven't seen anybody for a long time. But I need to find somebody to help me get this thing out. So I started walking and I was pretty exhausted. I mean, I just crossed this delta fighting with the bike with my effed up shoulder that was just dislocated a few weeks ago and had a crack in the bone, and it just exhausted me so much already. In this blistering heat, 43 degrees in full gear, just walking. I think I walked for 30 or 40 minutes, and then, like a miracle, I found a father with his two sons, and they had a 4x4 pickup, and I kind of convinced them to go with me and help me with the bike. It took us a long time to maneuver through this delta because it was even more tricky with the car that couldn't go on the small banks, but we found the bike, and these freaking saints, they helped me get it out.
Okay, stop.
No. So he says to push it more.
But I need to put it straight first.
Do that by straight, breathe.
Let go. Quanti anni hai?
32.
32?
Sì. Troppo vecchio per questo.
Oh! Giovane!
So these guys, right? I mean, literally saints. I mean, I don't know what I would have done without them. I mean, there's no way I would have gotten that bike back without them, for sure. Took us 2 or 3 hours in total, I think. This bike, it was just so baked in this quicksand. It was crazy. The ropes, they kept snapping. And we had to like duck the tires out with our hands, and the stuff would come back and back. So it was an odyssey of like 2-3 hours. But they stayed with me in this freaking heat, and yeah, we got it out. And I rode it out of this river delta, me shaky and exhausted and like nerve wracked at this point. And yeah, these guys, they didn't even accept any invitation or cash or whatever, some sort of like gratitude. So I just gave them a big fat muddy hug and blessed them, and was off to the next bar in some sort of remote village that I found, where I ordered a Coca-Cola, not even sitting down because it was so disgustingly wet and soaked. So I just drank my Coke and tried to get a clear head and pointed myself towards the next hotel that I could find, where I spent the next few hours washing myself and the bike and every single bit of gear that I had off this mud that sunk into every hole of my equipment. Slept the night there, woke up pretty wrecked, and well, gave it another go. Basically the same route more or less, or at least the entry of that river delta, I had to cross it again to go to an alternative route that I picked. So I was a bit nervous actually, but I managed it to stay on the dry patches and found an alternative route after this river delta entry, and could continue my journey that way. Big bike with this kind of load and a full tank. Challenging terrain, but absolutely gorgeous. Breathtakingly gorgeous, I mean. I like me some goaties and some sheeps. Sorry guys, sorry. Didn't want to disturb you, cutie pies. Sorry. All right. Found this amazing little village here in the middle of nothing. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The girl on the bar says they still have food, so lucky me. Found this little village in the middle of the mountains, in the middle of nowhere. It just came out of surprise, and it's lovely. It's beautiful. There's like 5-6 houses, restaurant. So I got lucky. I'm gonna eat something here and then I'm gonna hurry on, because it says that for the next 25 kilometers you need an hour, because it goes just through, well, just continues like the roads that I've been coming from. And I need another 3.5 hours to get to the hotel where I'm planning to go. I hope my gasoline will be enough, and that's not gonna become dark before I get there. I'm in the Tenere National Park, descending the mountain, and I'm actually quite happy about it because it's been like, the track has been full of huge, round, big stones for the last hour or so, and it's eating on me. Talking about eating, didn't eat anything today, so I'm hungry. Trying to get up this mountain to find some food, fill up my water, fill up my tank, taking it easy. Don't want to take any risk here. I haven't seen a living person. I've seen some graves. I haven't seen a single living person in like hours, or maybe like 2 hours. So don't want to take any risks here. Sorry, I have to concentrate. All right, got it. Totally fucking got it. Whew. Well, I think I've earned lunch now. Fuck me, this is exhausting and this is hot. It's a hot. Spent the night in Permet. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing this correctly, with all of these places. Absolutely cute little town. Had a lovely hotel. Some luxury in between is required. Stayed in the Villa Permet, which was very nice, very friendly people. And this is quite picturesque here, I would say. Very beautiful. Now I'm heading towards the Greece border, Albanian-Greece border, exiting Albania, entering Greece. Yeah. Woohoo! Baby, this is beautiful. Look at these mountains. Hope you can see it. I'm not sure if the angle is good. They have some proper mountain faces here. And then paired with this turquoise water of the lakes. Damn, it's beautiful. Good road conditions. Super twisties. Oh man, look at this. Look at this. Wow. That makes me excited. Ah. Come on. Okay. Now it's time for the emigration on the Albanian side before we can do the immigration on the Greek side. Spain. I'm German citizen, but I live in Spain.
What?
I'm a German, but I live in Spain, so I come from Spain.
You love German or Spanish?
I live in Spain.
Love German?
Love.
Yeah.
Both are good. Both are good. But now I love Albania.
I love German.
Oh, really?
I love German.
Have you been to Germany?
No.
No?
Albania.
Albania.
Or love German.
Germany is
Spain,
nice.
German.
Yeah? Well,
I like football player Bayern München.
Bayern München, yeah, it's the best. I'm from Bayern.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Alright, so I can tell you that was by far the fastest and easiest immigration process I've ever done on a border. There's barely anybody here, and on the Albanian side police checked my document, on Greece side police checked my document, but for the motorcycle the lady at the customs, she just basically waved me through, asked her, you want to see some documents? She's like, nah, not today. So pretty cool, that was fast. It's so freaking hot. I mean, thermo says 37 degrees. I don't know if that's true, but that's how it feels. Greece, here we are. Wow. I want to say a thank you, Albania, for having been absolutely beautiful to me and marvelous. I love your people, I love your country, I love the nature, this raw, rugged, untamed beauty, really. So thank you, Albania. Off to new horizons. Greece, here we come. Booyah!